Like righteous action just means you're appropriately responding to your circumstances. So without any kind of anger, you know, Sikhs have fought lots of battles in their history. And as you guys probably know, there was 10 founding gurus of the Sikh faith. The first 5 were completely pacifist. In fact, the third one, he was really old, and he had a relative who didn't agree that he should have taken that leadership role. He thought, I'm the entitled one. I'm the son of the last guy. You're not. You're just some old fogey. Who the hell are you? How dare you? He went up and kicked him. And then, what did the third guru? He didn't cut his leg off. He didn't retaliate. What he said was, I'm sorry if my old bones have hurt your foot. So that was, in his consciousness, that was the appropriate response. Right? Come around the time of the 6th guru, there was a different circumstance. There was a different environment. You had the Mughals coming in, conquering India. These are the descendants of Genghis Khan. And they were killing people by the scores and forcefully converting them to their religion. And somehow it became appropriate to respond by standing up to them, standing up against the bully, saying, no, you can't do this anymore. We didn't seek battles, but they came to us. The fight came to the Sikhs. And 10-to-1 odds, the Sikhs won every time. And these are just historical facts. The 6th guru and the 10th guru were big-time warriors, and they always fought humongous odds. So how do you win 10-to-1 odds? How do you beat 10 people? If 10 of you come up and start beating me up, how do I win? Forget about spirituality, just on an actual physical aspect. How do I do that? Any ideas? No, from you guys.
Don't think of them as more than one opponent.
Okay.
Hit them.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's essential.
It is.
Yeah. So the way I would look at a situation is behind the physicality, behind, let's say he's punching me. Besides the mechanics of that, there's a whole aspect of what's his mentality and what's my mentality. What's he willing to risk and what am I willing to risk? All right, if he's a paid soldier, he's on the battlefield trying to collect his salary, trying to feed his family and all that kind of stuff. Is he willing to risk his life?
No, probably not.
Maybe, but he's not really trying to lose his life, is he? Right? If I'm on the battlefield fighting not just for my own safety, I'm fighting for a cause that is beyond this world, that is a spiritual cause, that is a cause for a legacy and generations to follow me. I don't care if I die on the battlefield. I'm in it for the right reasons. I'm not putting life on the line of risk and balance because I want to kill people. I'm doing it because I don't care. I'm not trying to kill and I'm not trying to be killed. I'm trying to achieve something on a completely different subject. And so the whole lifestyle of a Sikh is to be in balance with a warrior and a saint. And it's really important not to forget the saint part. You can't just become an aggressive person who's really good at fighting. You can't lose the whole peaceful mind part of it because it's all self-defense. And so having a meditative daily practice is kind of essential to anyone who calls himself a Sikh warrior or who's trying to achieve that balance. You can spend much more time meditating than actual physical training, and that's better training for you. But the physical part is important as well. The 10th guru baptized people who chose to. It wasn't just Sikhs, it was anyone from any religion who wanted to join this movement. You want to become a spiritual warrior, come get the baptism, and he stirred it with a double-edged sword. So the blade has a really important and powerful symbology to us, the blades. And then you made a vow to always wear a blade. And this was in a time when you could be killed for just walking around. You know, you had a Mughal occupation. They said, you guys can't fight. And then you got the Sikhs standing up saying, well, guess what? I'm walking around with a sword on. Come stop me, you know? And not only am I choosing to do that as a provocation, that's my spiritual vow. I can't not carry it with me. And so that tradition of carrying a blade on you for a baptized person has passed down until today. And we have most Sikhs, well, a lot of Sikhs you'll see wearing something like he's wearing. All right, just on the symbolic side, why would you stir water with the blade? Because it has a symbology. So at least we can wear a necklace that has the blade symbology. And then his other one, the dagger. This is what most Sikhs wear. They wear some form of a dagger. Or not, I shouldn't say most Sikhs, I should say most of the baptized initiated ones. Here's another one. This is like a little, it's on a string. It's a symbolic, you know, it's dull. And people will wear this under their clothes as a necklace, etc. Now I'm wearing a whole slew of other weapons. I'll kind of introduce you to the warfare. Okay, number one, I've got my battle-ready weapon. All right. This one happens to be really old. You can go to India and buy all kinds of ancient weapons that are really cool. They don't make them like this anymore. All right. Now, let me show you guys the circles that I'm wearing. So, Gatka, you want to do the soti again on the damala? By the way, my turban is tied in a certain way where my hair is tied into it, so it's really solid. This turban is designed as a helmet. And as a lightweight helmet, it's got these circles. Now what happens if someone strikes me with a sword? Between these two it gets blocked, and I don't get damaged, right? Let's say I don't have a sword on. He has a sword and I don't. He goes and hits me in the head. I pull out my punching dagger and I take care of business, right? Which introduces us into this next one. They call this a punching dagger in English. We call it a kartad. Alright, so this is another old one. It's armor piercing, it's nice and thick. It's always ready at my waist. Along with, I've got this one, right? I've got another one hidden here in case I lose my other 6, 7 weapons. I got the ones in my turban. Let's say, alright, soak you down. In a real fight, it gets dirty. We're wrestling around, you know, and I don't have, my hands aren't available right now. Punch him with my, you know, I tear him up with all this stuff. Imagine if these are razor sharp, this guy's razor sharp. I'm stabbing him with those, I'm slicing him up with that without the use of my hands, okay? He cuts them off or whatever. So, you can pull these out. Here's a cool one. This one's like a claw. All right, mine is dull, but imagine it's sharp on the inside. It's like a little claw. So if we're in a fist fight, I don't just have my fists, I'm clawing, you know. So imagine, rip open all these tendons and muscles on his arm. He can't use that hand anymore. It's limp, right? He throws a punch at me, right? I bring this in. What do you do when you throw a punch? You pull it back. So I let him tear out his own tendons on the way back. All right, same thing with a kick. Right, all I got to do is catch him with something. All right, he's going to pull it back. He's going to take care of himself for me. And by the way, there's no anger here. I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm not trying to cause him pain or upset, or I'm just trying to take him out of the situation that we're in through the great, because I don't believe in death. There's no such thing as death. I can't be killed. He can't be killed. We live on. You just leave your body. That's it.
It's like killing with
It's not personal.
or merciful.
Sorry,
How much time do we have?
15 more minutes.
Okay. Okay.
I wonder if we should do like hand stuff. I know if he's.
Give him let's ask him. Give him an option.
Okay.
By the way, these things, real fast, let me just run through this. If this was razor sharp, which they used to be, this is another weapon. It's like a frisbee. All right? You could throw these at long distances. If he had a shield, he blocked it. It would bounce off it, hit the next guy. These are pretty brutal. They're also, so they're offensive and defensive. All right, and the other ones, the katas. This is another one of the articles of faith. I don't know if they covered that yet. These are defensive. Because if he's swinging something at me and I don't have anything else available, I can block somewhat with this. And if I have him lined up all of my arm, that's a whole bunch of defense right there. Then it's offensive because it's metal. I can hit him, right? Now with another second of thought put into it, I can pull it down here, and then it's even more offensive because I can target it better. I can swing it and add more torque, hit him in the temple. Okay, another thing was like the clothes, right? So I'm wearing blue. This is the warrior color. If you bleed in blue, it looks like sweat. So I'm concealing the amount of damage I have. He can't tell if I'm bleeding or if I'm just tired or whatever. Right? Blue is the warrior color. White is the saintly color. Orange is the color symbolic of celebration and sacrifice. If I feel like I'm going to die today, put on some orange. You know? And it's nice. We got the chance to go to India and meet a lot of Sikh warriors. They have horses. They wear swords with them. They sleep with swords on. They're hardcore into this stuff. And we got to learn the martial arts from these guys, right? So they're all dressed like this. This dress is a warrior outfit. It's designed for kings and warriors. One of the things that it does, it conceals my leg movements. Right? If he's a professional fighter, he's watching everything I'm doing, right? But he can't see the kick until it's already there. If I was wearing tight jeans or whatever is trendy now, you know, he'd see that coming from a mile away. So there's a practical use to everything that we do. These, right, let's say I don't want to kill him, I just want to, you know, deflect things or whatever. I can tie up his hands, I can do all kinds of stuff like that. I can use all the cloth that I'm wearing to sleep with. This is a nice little blanket. It's more versatile than a jacket. You can, if you go to India, they wrap them all around in different ways, and it's really interesting. You could also, let's say we're in battle, I have an extra one tied on my waist. I can cover up a dead body. Let's say I come across a woman who's been abused. I can cover her if her clothes have been compromised. So they wear a lot of different types of clothing as well for all different purposes. Here's another pretty cool ancient weapon that I have. Right, if this was just in here. You know, this is like an old type of metal. This is armor piercing. Right, this is kind of cool stuff. What else do I have? This one, I don't know if we're going to demo this, but this is like a, you spin it around, it's got all these balls on it. You could like throw it on a group of people and tangle them up. Blocking arrows, yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the practical part of this. We'll do a few calisthenics and then we'll get you guys doing some martial arts, all right? Everybody up? Everybody down, give me 5 push-ups. Everybody up, get down. You're feeling up for it, give me another 5. Start getting your chest about this far from the ground when you do push-ups next time. All right, now. The next one, 5 of these. Squat down all the way, jump up, kick your butt.
I feel it now.
All right, 3 laps around the weapon.
I know, but I can barely. That's why you go on the inside. And that's 3.
Go for it. Go for it. Do it. Everybody, please grab a stick. Grab it, and tuck it to your forehead. Don't drop it or you owe me 10 push-ups. Yes. Don't hit anyone.
Oh, I'm so happy someone else has that rule.
Find a partner.
Excuse me.
Space yourself out a little bit so you don't hit anybody else. So for this exercise, one person is going to hold their stick to their side because they're not going to use it. In this case, I have a stick, he doesn't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it against my forehead, and I'm going to try, whenever he is ready, whenever he moves, he's going to try and tag me.
Thank you.
Yep. I am going to just drop my stick down. I'm not going to add any force to it. I'm just going to drop the stick. He should be able to move and not get hit.
Yeah. I have big shoulders.
So try that out for yourself. One person rests the stick above their head.
The point of it is to move your center line. You don't want to go like this or else the stick's going to hit you. You want to move your body out of that line of attack.
I didn't know when to go.
You have to, when she goes, try to play with it.
Oh, they got
Is someone need to partner along with you? You have the muscles, you have the power.
I didn't lose my drop, right?
Try holding it. Hold it. Lean it forward a little so it's already got a little gravity.
I can't. Not done. Yeah, you just try. Can I like punch you? Sure, do you want me to go? Okay.
Switch it up so the other person has a chance to try. Oh, I just said. Let's go, bro.
So if you're joining us right now, this is a high school humanities count. They do a class in the high school, and some of the high school kids, the seniors, they come down for and visit the Gurudwara here, and they get a little bit of a intro about the Sikhs. And they came here earlier for Langar on Thursdays. We have Langar here, and so today we had quite a few more of them people coming, and so they joined in and had Langar. The other group right now, the kids, they split into two groups. They're in the other room. They're learning how to do Bhangra, and they're getting a little bit of a Punjabi cultural experience and having fun. You can hear there's like the, it's a Punjabi mix of happy song, and so this group just finished doing that, and now they're out here just getting a little exposure about the Sikh experience through Gatka and learning about martial arts, and getting know a little bit about the Sikhs. So just thought we'd share. It's always a cool experience for kids to learn a little bit something new and learn about who we are.
All right, attention please. All right, we're gonna do the basic attack and block sequence. Okay? You're still with your partner? And we're gonna start off by invocating. I don't go for an attack until I've already invocated and kind of made it formal that I'm engaged with this person, right? And I don't stop. I don't just walk away until we've devocated, right? We're in a sequence right now. After I do this, it goes up, down, up. Now it's on, okay? So I'm gonna start with the really simple side, side, shoulder, shoulder, okay? And his blocks, he's not reaching out to it. He's not overextending himself because it's not necessary. Watch, if he swings side, if it's not gonna hit me, why do I need to block it? So if it is gonna hit me, all I need to do is these subtle movements, right? Shoulders, subtle. And if I'm not blocking it, he's actually gonna hit my shoulder. Because what a lot of people do is they do patty cake. They're like, symbolic hits. If he doesn't block it, you hit the shoulder, all right? And another thing is, in the theme of not being patty cake, we do a follow through. I start from this side, I end on this side, all right? And same vice versa. I don't go like this. Okay? Side, side, shoulder, shoulder. Do it a couple times and then switch.
How do you initiate the fight?
Up, down, up.
We're in Espanola, New Mexico, in northern New Mexico, in the USA, and the class of high school students there from Los Alamos, which is about half an hour from over here. The Los Alamos school, they take some of their senior classes out, and over the years, many of the different classes have come down, and they learn a little bit of meditation, they learn about the Sikhs, they do a little Bhangra, they do some Gatka, and they do a little bit of yoga. They, get a kind of a mix of all kinds of different things.
You just an attacker, you know what I mean? They do it! It's like it's started.
I'll just go walk into other thing. We can see if they're still doing any of the Bhangra, learning some of the Bhangra moves.
Okay, we're going to run through it twice. At the end of the second time, then you have in your own group freestyle. Okay?
And that's it.
Okay. Back into your big group. Back to the big group.
Okay.
Go back 5, 6, 7, 8, and freestyle. Got 2 minutes to freestyle. Whatever you want, but it's got to be big. Slow, loose, big move. Okay, good.
the group of the high school kids. They broke up into two groups, and you can see the group over there that I started with. That was, they started doing, they're learning Gatka, and they're, and the other group that I was just in, I stopped in there. They were learning, you know, a little bit of the cultural part. They're learning some Bhangra and enjoying themselves. You can certainly see.
Not mobile. What we use is like small shields, and we don't jump behind the shield. The shield comes out and blocks wherever the attack is coming. So watch, he comes out and attack from any angle. I don't jump anywhere. I move my shield. Right? I move in, then I'm ready. Bam. Right? So it's an agile form using small shields. We also use a bunch of circular movements, as we'll show you later. Comes in really handy fighting multiple opponents.
Oh, good. We're at an even plane then.
So they're doing a little bit of a sparring demo with shield. Nama.
Freestyle demo?
They're
30-second demo. 30 seconds. Imagine there's 50 people surrounding him. They can't get in. He's using a bunch of circular fluid movements to protect himself from all sides. Now imagine you're up against him. Where are you going to hit? Find an opening. Alright, please bring up your sticks. Put them back on the sheet nicely. Touch it to your forehead. Then gently set it down. No dropping or throwing. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. Thank you.
Alright guys, that's it. Sorry for the little mistake with the spelling. We were in a little rush. It was the last minute. So I just typed it up real quick and that's how it came out.